Friends, welcome to General Study Forum, where we share videos related to different topics of general studies like history, geography, economics, political science, science and mathematics. And with this, we also upload videos related to current events and newspaper analysis. And apart from those, we also share different motivational and videos related to self-development. So let us start today, and please contact us through our mail ID generalstudyforum@gmail.com and subscribe to this channel for more information and more. In today's video we'll discuss questions जो 27 अगस्त को उड़ीसा एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज का प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जाम में आया था. We have taken first 25 questions of paper 2 and we have selected set A, and other questions will be discussed in next videos. Let's start with the first question. There is a direction for question number 1 to 10. Read the following two passages and answer the questions that follow each passage. Your answers to these questions should be based on passages only and not based on your knowledge. So let's start with passage 1. Indian philosophical and religious thought can be classified into Brahmanic and Shramanic traditions. Brahmanic tradition traces its origin to the Vedas. Shramanic traditions do not believe in the Vedas, authority of the Vedas, while Brahmanic tradition doesn't advocate renunciation. Shramanic tradition favors asceticism for the attainment of emancipation from the misery of cycle of birth and death. Buddhism and Jainism belong to the Shramanic tradition. There were many other Shramanic traditions called Ajivikas, which either vanished with the passage of time or, like Sankhya Yoga, merged themselves into the Brahmanic tradition. The founder of Buddhism, Gautam Buddha, 563 to 483 BC, and the expounder of the present form of Jainism, Mahavira, 599 to 527 BC, though contemporaries who dwelt in the same region, namely Magadha, had never met. By the time Gautam Buddha left his home at the age of 29, Mahavira was 69 years. Buddhism and Jainism originated and flourished in India almost at the same time under the patronage of powerful emperors of the time. Buddhism enjoyed the patronage of Ashoka, 3rd century BC, and Kanishka, 1st century AD, who spread it across their empire and helped it spread outside India, especially its border states. Jainism too enjoyed the patronage of Chandragupta Maurya, early 4th century BC, Kharavela 2nd century BC, and Kumarpala 12th century AD. They did not proselytize Jainism outside the boundaries of their empires. However, with the passage of time around 1200 AD, after the advent of Shankaracharya, though Buddhism was completely uprooted from India, it became a world religion, while Jainism flourished in India till about past few decades. It remained confined to India. The primary reason for the opposite fate of Jainism and Buddhism was the nature of their inherent doctrines. The primary reason for the uproot of Buddhism from India was that it didn't prescribe any code of conduct for the layman. In it, there is detailed code of conduct for the bhikkhus and bhikkhunis residing in the Buddha Vihara, but there is no prescribed rules and regulations of code of conduct or the laity or the layman. Buddhism preached the abandonment of the extremes and the adoption of the middle path. It recommended moderation in the moral conduct and flexibility in the food habits and management of day-to-day affairs of the bhikkhus, that is monks, and bhikkhunis, that is nuns, thus allowing them to be adaptable to the alien ways of life and religions. Jain monks and sadhvis, on the other hand, had to strictly follow the Mahavratas, that is vows. In practicing the Mahavratas, the monks had to follow the rules of conduct originally prescribed for them in the Agama Granthas without any exception or laxity. Right conduct for Jainas is to adapt the rules of discipline prescribed in the Jaina Agamas. It is difficult for an outsider to grasp, much less follow, this extreme adherence to the vows by the Jainas. Friends, before going to answer the questions, I want to say that it is very important to read properly the paragraph and comprehend and understand the meaning of the different sentences in the paragraphs. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, Shramanic tradition. There are 4 options. The correct answer is B. Shramanic tradition do not believe in authority of the Vedas. You can look back at the paragraph and check it. Now the second question, Shankaracharya uprooted from India. The correct answer is A, that is Buddhism, and you can check the answer from the paragraphs. You can look back and check from the paragraph. Okay, now the third question is Buddhism has a code of conduct for, there are 4 options, and the correct answer is D, that is not for common man but for bhikkhus and bhikkhunis. You can look back and check the answer from the paragraph. Now the fourth question is which one of the following is true? And the correct answer is C, that is Jainism flourished in India and Buddhism flourished abroad. You can look back and check the answer from the paragraph. Now the fifth question, which one of the following is correct? The correct answer is C, that is Jainism doesn't allow flexibility in the following the rules of the conduct, but Buddhism does. You can look back and check the answer. Let's start with paragraph 2. The notion of Swadeshi occupies a pivotal role in Gandhiji's thought and practices. The centrality of the notion of Swadeshi can be gauged from the fact that Gandhi believed that the way to Swaraj is through the practice of Swadeshi. He upheld that if we adopt Swadeshi not only in the economic but also in the educational, religious and political arenas, we would be able to establish an equitable and just social order. Gandhi doesn't use Swadeshi in its literal sense, visually of one's own country alone. According to him, Swadeshi doesn't mean merely the use of what is produced in one's own country. Swadeshi actually means reliance on our own strength. Our strength means strength of our body, our mind and our soul. So Swadeshi operates not only in the physical realm but is also a spiritual principle. While negatively, Swadeshi means that foreign goods should not be purchased at the peril of goods produced indigenously. Positively, it means that we should collectively apply our brains to the production of things as a substitute for the foreign materials or refining the indigenous goods and services. Swadeshi doesn't mean exclusion of everything foreign under every conceivable circumstances. The principle of Swadeshi is not based on narrow patriotism. Swadeshi is a nationalistic humanitarian principle because it strives for the welfare of the whole humanity. Only he who cares for his neighbors has the right to say, all are kin to me. Swadeshi is not a punitive or revengeful vow. Rather, it is a religious duty. It is not a vrata that is aimed at harming anyone, including oneself. It is a principle which aims at the improvement and benefit of all. A Swadeshi has to voluntarily adhere to the principle of self-denial of refined goods at the cost of personal inconvenience. He has to make conscientious and persistent effort to improve the quality of goods produced in his country. Let me conclude by saying that Swadeshi as a global practice will one day improve the quality of goods and unite the whole world and make every nation self-reliant Atmanirbhar. Let's start with question number 6. According to Gandhiji, there are 4 options. The correct option is C. Swaraj can be achieved only through Swadeshi. So we can check this from the paragraph that is underlined in red color. Now question number 7. The principle of Swadeshi operates. There are 4 options and out of this the correct option is D, that is in the physical as well as in the spiritual realms. So this is the correct option and we can check it from the paragraph which is underlined. Now the question number 8, the principle of Swadeshi is based on, and the correct answer is C, that is humanitarian principle, which can be verified from the paragraphs. Now question number 9, the Swadeshi movement aims at There are four options, and out of these, the option A is correct, which is improving the quality of goods made in one's own country. You can see this from the paragraph. Question number 10, Swadeshi movement will lead to. The answer is just social order, which is option D. We can check it from the paragraph also. Now going to next section, that is question number 11. Which kind of communication is represented by color graphics? The answer is visual, that is option C. And in question number 12, which kind of communication is represented by facial expression and gestures? This is a type of communication which is non-verbal, and option is A. Now question number 13. Which kind of communication is represented by the speech of a leader in the television? The option A is correct, which is verbal, and other options are also there. Let's have a brief discussion on different types of communication. One is verbal, which is face-to-face talk or telephone. Non-verbal, that includes body language and gestures. Written is books, magazines, emails, and visualization means graphs, charts, and maps. Question number 14, which is fill in the blanks. I have drunk a glass of milk. Option B is correct, because drunk is the past participle of drink. Question number 15. Ram's score on the test is the highest in the class. He must have studied last night. Option C is correct. Question number 16. Because the first pair of pants did not fit properly, he asked for another pair. Option D is correct. Question number 17. Saili has not ever lived alone before. Answer is option C. Then question number 18. The committee has met and it has reached a decision. The correct option is D. Then question number 19. There is direction for question number 19 to 23. The given pair of words contains a specific relationship to each other. Select the best pair of choices which expresses the same relation as given. Question number 19. Apiary B. The correct answer is D, which is stable and horse. Because apiary is the place where bees are kept and stable is the place where horses are kept. Question number 20. Sea, ship. And the correct answer is river boat, because in case of sea, ship is used for transport, and in case of river, boat is used for transport. Now question number 21. Peel, peel. The correct answer is B, laugh, bell. P-E-E-L, peel means a verb which means removing the cover of an object or a fruit, and P-E-A-L, peel means sound. Whereas similarly, laugh is a verb and bell is a sound. Question number 22. Club and golf. The correct answer is C, racket and tennis. Because club is the instrument or the object which is used to hit the ball in case of golf game, whereas racket is used to hit the ball in case of tennis. Question number 23. Love and obsession, and the correct answer is sorrow and misery, because love is a feeling and obsession is a state of mind, and similarly sorrow is a feeling and misery is a state of mind or condition. Now the question number 24. There are two bags, one of which contains 5 red and 7 white balls, and the other bag contains 3 red and 12 white balls. A ball is to be drawn from either of the two bags. What is the chance of drawing a red ball? Let's take two bags, and in the first bag there are 5 red balls and 7 white balls.
So if we draw one ball from this bag, then chances of getting red is 5 by 5 plus 7, but that is 5 by 12. So this is the chance of getting red out of this bag. Now let's take about second bag, in which there are 3 red balls and 12 white balls. So the chances of getting red ball is 3 by 15, that is 3 plus 12. So 3 by 15 is the chance of getting red ball in this bag. Now if we take from either of this bag, then the chances of getting a red ball is the average of these two chances, that is average of 5 by 12 and 3 by 15,
that is 37 by 60 divided by 2. So we get 37 by 120, which is the answer in this case. So the option B is the correct answer, 37 by 120. Question number 25. Karthik started a business investing rupees 9,000. After 5 months, Sam joined with a capital of rupees 8,000. If at the end of the year they earn a profit of 6,970, then what will be the share of Sam in the profit? So Karthik invested 9,000 for the whole year, that is 12 months, and Sam invested 8,000 for 7 months. So this is the contribution of both Karthik and Sam. So now this is the total contribution of both Karthik and Sam, and for this total contribution is adding these two, that is 164,000. This is the total contribution, and out of this total contribution the profit is 6,970. So when the profit will be shared, for 1 rupee the benefit or the profit is 6,970 divided by 164,000. As Sam's share in the capital is 56,000, so the benefit that will be given to Sam is that is 6,970 divided by 164,000 into 56,000. So this is the share that will given to share of benefit that will be given to Sam. So which is 2380, and the option which is correct is option D. Friends, please give your suggestion and comments in the comment box and contact us in our mail ID, and please subscribe to this channel to get more videos on next questions or other questions and other paper of general studies, and thank you very much.